Hi, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be learning easy crochet for beginners. We're going to start off learning how to create a chain. Well, first of all, a slip knot, a chain, and then single crochet. And so what we're going to need is 100% acrylic yarn, which is what I always recommend for beginners, an H hook, scissors, and a needle. And the needle we're going to use it to sew in the ends at the end of the project, okay? So let's get started. So the first thing that we're going to go over is the slip knot. Now, understand that people have different ways of creating their own slip knot. I'm just going to show you what works for me, what's easiest for now. And so as you grow in crochet and kind of get a feel for the yarn, you'll always work what's best for you and how it makes your life easier. So to begin with, if you've never created a slip knot for crochet, this is how we're going to do it. First of all, we're going to leave about 5 to 6 inches for the tail. This here is the working yarn, the one that goes all the way up to the skein, and this one here is the tail, okay? So you pinch the tail with your fingers like this, and then you take the working yarn, you wrap them around your 3 fingers, and you push the yarn through, and you have a slip knot. Very easy, okay? Just do that one more time, just in case. Let's see, so you pinch the tail, wrap the yarn around, push it through, and gently tug at it, and here you have a slip knot, okay? And then it's just a matter of attaching it to your hook in what's comfortable for you. Okay, so we're going to start off creating a chain, and I'm going to go with 11, a chain of 11, okay? So again, another thing that you have to get used to and sort of feel your way around it is how you're going to hold the yarn. And this is how it works for me. So I tend to kind of weave it around my fingers. And then what I do with my thumb and this finger here, these 2 fingers, my thumb and my middle finger, I pinch the slip knot. Okay, and that keeps my work from getting floppy and going all over the place, and I'll be able to create better chain stitches with it, okay? So we're going to, once we've got everything in place, we're going to yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and pull through. As easy as that. See that? So we already have 3 chains. And how do we know what a chain looks like? What is a chain? It looks like a little V. If you can look at it, a little close up there, it has the shape of a V, okay? And so the loop that's on the hook never counts as a chain. So we've got 3 so far, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, okay? And this is what your chain looks like. So these here are going to be the top loops that we're going to be working on, and then this side here, these are the bottom loops, okay? So just keep that in mind. So what we're going to do is we're going to skip a chain. Remember, the one on the hook doesn't count as a chain, so we're going to skip a chain, and then we're going to create a single crochet by going into the top of the loop, yarning over, pulling through, yarning over, and pulling through those 2, okay? That is your first single crochet. Again, you go through the top of the chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through those 2, okay? top of the chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through those two. I didn't like that. So when you don't like a stitch, and if you don't like the way it looks, gently, you can pull it out, and you can make it over again. You don't have to stay with that particular single crochet if you didn't like it. So you're going to go through the top of the loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over. Now that's a single crochet. These are what your single crochets will be looking like. Okay, so let's go to the end of this row. Remember, the top of the chain of that loop is the one you want. And here we are in the last chain. And there you go. So now what you want to do is you're going to chain one, you're going to turn your work, okay? And then you're going to start all over again, but this time you're going to go through the single crochet. And so how do we know what's the single crochet? It's these little spaces in there between each single crochet stitch. As you see them, they look a little dark right now because of the way the lighting is hitting them, but you're going to go through every single one of those, okay? So you go through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through two. Go through the top of that single crochet, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through two. Again, you go through the top of that single crochet, you yarn over, you pull through, yarn over, and you pull through. And yarn over is the term that's used when you're just loading up the hook with the yarn, okay? And if you're reading once you get confident enough and you start to read patterns, you're going to see the abbreviations for yarn over. It's really YO. For chain, you're going to see it says CH. And thereon, you're just going to continue to grow in that, okay? So let's continue. You're going to go through the top of that single crochet, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Top of that single crochet, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. It just takes practice. It takes patience, and just repetition is really what's going to help you gain that confidence on controlling the hook, controlling the yarn, and actually holding on to the work. Once you get a grasp of it, it's smooth. It just goes smooth for you. So let's review our work here. So we want to make sure that we have 10 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You start off with 10 and you finish your project with 10. Because if you don't, if you're not careful and you're not paying attention to how many single crochets you're going across the row with, you end up adding additional ones. Your work starts this way, but then it just sort of veers off and it turns into a triangle. And of course, that's not what you want. So we're just going to chain one, turn your work, go through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through two. So you can start to really see where the hook goes through. You see that space there? That is the top of your single crochet. And that is where you want to go through. So you pull through, yarn over, pull through. Top of the crochet, the single crochet. And it's very easy. I mean, it just becomes it becomes something that you master the more you practice it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do 10 rows of the single crochet, and then we're going to come back, and then we're just going to go over how to cast off the yarn, how to snip it, and just kind of tie it at the end, and then a quick review on how to weave those ends to make sure you have a really nice finished project here. So here we are at the end of the 10th row. Now you don't have to stop here. You can continue on and just keep practicing until you feel confident of mastering the yarn. And it just, like I said, be patient. It takes a bit. It takes a lot of practice, but you're going to get there by repetition. And this is one of the ways that I've taught family members and some of my nieces and just younger kids in my family on how to crochet. And I tell them it's just repetition, which is what'll help to get you there. So we're just gonna snip that off, and we're gonna tie it. And so what we're going to do is just kind of thread our needle there. And as I said before, I really like going back and forth, weaving the yarn, the ends in, because it really secures them. And if you do just one or two, you never know. Sometimes, you know, this is crochet, and it pulls in specific directions, and if you didn't weave it through properly, well, that end is going to come loose. And so just by going back and forth a couple of times will give you that really nice finished crochet look that you want, and very neat. See that? So I'm just going to tuck it gently there, and then carefully snip it, and let's see, it's gone. So I want to thank you again for just joining me in my video. And please subscribe, share, like, leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Be kind, be gentle. This is my first video as far as teaching a crochet. And I just want to share with everyone what I've learned, and hopefully just get you to love crochet as much as I do.